All right, we have some news coming in from Karnataka. Karnataka government has decided to drop a case against AIMIM Neta as part of the Pro-Hijab protests that were on 2 years ago. While that said, we hear information coming where the Siddaramaiah government has not dropped cases against some other Hindu students who were booked for the same. Now, they've received a lot of criticism for the same after dropping cases against the Hubli rioters. We hear the Siddaramaiah government is now accused of dropping cases against Muslims in the pro-hijab protests, while the Hindus who were booked for the same case have not been spared. In fact, we hear the pro-hijab protests where both the Hindu groups and the Muslim groups who came face-to-face, the clashes that escalated. We're looking at those visuals, in fact, showing you right on the left-hand side where the Hindu groups who stopped the Muslim girls wearing the hijab from entering college premises. A huge protest that erupted where the Hindu groups wearing their the saffron scarf said that they should also be allowed to enter college premises with their saffron scarf if the girls were allowed to wear the hijab. And that those clashes escalated to such an extent where many of them, young boys, students who were booked, both Muslim and Hindu communities. Now, the allegation here is that Siddaramaiah government has dropped cases against the Muslim rioters or those who indulged in violent protests, while the Hindu students have not been spared. Let me cut across to Sagai Raj for more details on that. Sagai, give us more on what the reality on the ground is. Give us details of selective approach that Siddaramaiah has been accused of. Sagai, if you're with us. All right, Sagai is speaking with BJP leader C.T. Ravi on the same. Let me cut across to that.
We are joined with BJP leader and MLC, Mr. C.T. Ravi. Thank you so much for talking to India today, sir. Sir, how do you see the cases of Hubli riots has been withdrawn? Also, AMI worker who had protested against a hijab ban in Kalburgi, his case is withdrawn. Whereas Hindu students in Davangere, Harihara University students, PU University students had protested against hijab. His cases was not withdrawn by the same government. How do you see that?
हमेशा हम आरोप करता है कांग्रेस कम्युनल पार्टी है, हमेशा डिस्क्रिमिनेट करता है, हिंदू एक्टिविस्ट है तो केस डालता है, मुसलमान है तो केस वापस लाता है. मतलब इस पार्टी और गवर्नमेंट दोनों कम्युनल है. नहीं है तो छात्रों को डिस्क्रिमिनेट करता है, मतलब कम्युनल है. कम्युनल होने के नाते डिस्क्रिमिनेट कर रहा है. नहीं है तो ऐसा नहीं करता था.
प्रियंक खरगे का फैमिली वो जो ट्रस्ट में लैंड लिया था, सीए लैंड, उसको अभी रिटर्न कर दिया था. इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
इंक्वायरी हो जाएगा तो सच बाहर आ जाता है. इंक्वायरी से बचाने के लिए सिद्धरामैया केस के वजह से सबक मिला है सबको. ज्यादा इंक्वायरी हो जाएगा तो ज्यादा फंसेगा. उसको बचाने के लिए वापस दिया है. नहीं है तो नहीं देता था, डर के वजह से वापस दिया है. उसके वजह से इंक्वायरी से बचा नहीं सकता, बट कुछ छुपाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है.
कांग्रेस एमएलए राजू कागे.
Well, C.T. Ravi there who's speaking. Well, here the allegation is that Siddaramaiah government has decided to drop off cases against AIMIM members who protested for women to be allowed inside educational universities wearing the hijab, calling it their right. And while those clashes intensified, we saw the Hindu students, Hindu groups rather, who came in large numbers waving the saffron scarf, saying that we will also wear the saffron scarf if they're allowed. So that clashes intensified to such a point where some of them were booked for violent protests and rioting. And here the allegation is, well, Siddaramaiah has dropped cases against some of the Muslim protesters. The Hindu students who protested in that fashion still face that case. BJP speaks on this. Listen in.
Those who are with the law, their cases continue because they happen to be Hindu students. And those who are against the law, those who are protesting for hijab, which was not the rule and law, their cases have been withdrawn. No bigger proof of appeasement politics can be found. Congress in Karnataka is doing constant appeasement. Ever since Owaisi has given them friendship requests, they are withdrawing case after case against AIMIM leaders and doing such appeasement.
We quickly cut across to Sagai Raj, who's with us now live. Sagai, please go on. Give us more details in this very case. Siddaramaiah government allowing free some of the Muslim students who protested. The Hindu students still get to face that case. They have no relief.
So if you notice that there were a series of protests which was been organized across the state, Davangere, Bagalkot, Hubli, Mangalore, Udupi, and every nook and corner of Karnataka, we had witnessed protests in the year 2022 when there was a pro and against hijab across the state. In that particular case, there were several cases which has been registered in across police stations. And what we get to learn through the cabinet meeting is that the police have withdrawn one particular case where MIM worker had protested against hijab ban, whereas there were students who had...
Thorough investigation should happen. None other than the CBI investigation should happen to give justice and ensure fair trial or impartial inquiry. CBI is the right agency. Otherwise, they try to cover up the entire issue by the Kharge family.
Another story. Siddaramaiah has spoken on this. Let's listen in.
ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮೊಕದ್ದಮೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಸಬ್ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರ ವಿವೇಚನೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು.
16 ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 16 ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರಿಗೆ